Jackson on first down. Can't the offensive line and dropping the quarterback. We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away from pretty good yardage. At that time, they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Now on fourth down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. The Honolulu offense set to take over possession of the football. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. First target, first catch, and a first down.
A gain of 6. That's good for a Honolulu first down. First and
Herbert. Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's second down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at the 35-yard line.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Throw is caught by Schoonmaker. Just a gain of a couple there. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. Pierce takes it straight ahead, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. That's caught. It's Flowers. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point, and what's usually a direct correlation, very few explosive plays. That's been their...
Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Meanwhile, Herbert's throw pulled in by Hopkins. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to the ground with Pierce. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They snap it to Herbert. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. They'll start the drive here with Pacheco. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, But they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On third down, it's Pacheco. And he had a nifty little deep juke move, but he stopped shortly thereafter. Here's Johnny Hacker. And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty. And the Honolulu offense making its return to the field now. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
They'll set up to run the quarterback draw. And he's going to lose yardage back to his own 1-yard line. The offense on third down tonight, they're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is third down and 12. From his own end zone, Herbert. Try to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to...
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for the touchdown. Zay Flowers, 89 yards. And the River Hogs are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. Gano the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to 18. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. Columbus's offense just about ready to go again. And right about now, heck, they might be wishing they did not have a bye week coming up next week. It appears they're going to go into that week off in high spirits as they've got this one well in hand. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, second down. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped. But I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
Pacheco gets it up the gut. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Here's Pacheco once again. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use time?
Well, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road, it's a little extra special, isn't it?
It is, because, let's face it, in most cases, you're not expected to go on the road and win in the National Football League. It just doesn't usually compute. So to get out there, get that done, and then head back to your city with one in the victory column, oh, that's a fantastic feeling.
So for Columbus,